Hello, it's like here to show you the tech security bond coloring here is for tech security bond. As you see, it's like the whole interior of the White House, along with James Bond, and along with the Washington Monument there in the background. But this part right here is kind of explained is by they're like radio towers, but these this part right here is it's like a security system that they're mounting in different parts of Washington. That Bond is called to help the president and the secret agents, and make a security system for parts of Washington, and then it gets delayed, after a few robbers, a few problems occurred, and along with a few villains of his own and of Bonds, and then what happens is that it gets delayed until the project is finished, and then for him for James Bond to carry on with his mission, but it's like the whole interior of the White House, but these security systems are like laser lines that they're lines that invisible lines, pretty much kind of like radio towers, that they are positioned at certain parts of Washington, and then within about maybe 300 miles away from each other, and maybe more like maybe 300 feet or something like that, 300 miles, 300 feet, something like that, quite a distance away from each other. But they would support some type of security controlled by like a little screen that the security guards would have. It's like they would have functions like the technology, that not so fast technology that's like the technology that used nowadays is like GPS navigators or something like that. But the technology right here on like the details on this game idea here is that the technology used is to control the security functions, the security equipment and stuff like that, on a touch screen. And a lot of times it's like you'd be able to control it about turn the power off and turn it on, and then knowing knowing who's trespassing, and then a few other settings, and then what you call the guards would have more of that, control that, and then along with the President Bruce and along with the flower garden. But right here is is a tie that James Bond will be wearing, a tie with the built-in microscopic tester that they would it's like a camera. It would scan the person and identify them, exactly identify them from a screen that Bond will be able to see on one of his gadgets, and it's like a microchip, and it's like a lot of times it will be like Q that will be making the gadgets for him, but you got the tie. A tie that he can wear whenever he's around, around the security agents, around for parts of the White House and stuff like that, White House, and then the nation's capital. But then right here will be the Washington Monument, but then James Bond as well. But it's like you see these different rooms right here, and in these different rooms, as you see, is that where possibly a security device will be placed, and for the extra protection. But it's like a kind of like White House for Gold House. It's like the house pre-made out of gold, and but we call it for Gold Bond. But But they are as like, and this is a game idea, James Bond, Agent of DC, and then the tech security Bond coloring, along with the American flag. But they are as like the tech security Bond, coloring of James Bond, Agent of DC, and along with the screen, and then along with President Bruce, and then along with James Bond himself. It's like James Bond. And like and the name's Bond, James Bond, like for to be announced as his ID for whenever he does get into security. It's like for his ID for security and the tech security Bond coloring.